Okay, good morning. Well, actually, good afternoon. We are back on the house project here. Getting a late start today. We ran down to the truss company and ordered all the trusses for this project this morning. Let's just turn around and take a look where we're at. So you can see we got the insulation started around the foundation, which I don't really like that too much, but that's part of what the city of Burion's looking for code. We fit the sill plate. The first sill plate is fit over here. It's just dry fit for right now. We cut off all of our pipes so we can lift our walls up over the top of that. Over here you can see Charles is bringing in the 2x6s. You know, here in Burien they require a 2x6 wall framing for insulation, for not only R value but also for the noise code variations here, because we're so close to the airport, which doesn't really bother us much, but that's what they want, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to start nailing this wall together. We're going to try to get this front wall stood up this afternoon. Oh, one thing I want to note is I searched around and I found this really nice real Doug fir. You can see it has that nice pink color to it. It's not that hem fir, it's real Doug fir. Okay, first wall going up. We're on top of those things, those bolts now, right? Yeah. Okay, so you gotta lift up on the whole wall. Can you lift up, Stephanie? Right. Move it down Charles' way a little bit. How much more, Charles?
A little more, like a couple inches.
A little bit more, right?
Yeah.
There, oh, went too far.
Not too far.
Right, back the other way here.
Right there.
See the bolts? Okay, good morning. It is Sunday morning here. Haven't filmed for a couple of days. Got really busy trying to get some framing up here. We ordered the trusses. Wait till you see these trusses. You know, I was watching an episode of This Old House many years ago, and they put an attic truss on this garage. So I put an attic truss on my house. I put an attic truss on my garage when I built it, and now I'm building this little ADU, little house over here on the property here behind the house, and it's going to have a great big attic truss on top. You get so much with an attic truss. They're really expensive, but you get a whole, almost a second floor out of it down the road, but lots of great storage. So let's just turn the camera around, take a look where we're at. Okay, you can see this, you saw the slab. I've got the walls here started pretty good. You know, we're working on it. It just went in last Tuesday. Now it's Sunday, and we're cutting it a little close. But I got my first wall up, and I've been watering this, and it rained a little last night just to keep moisture on the slab. So there's that first wall. Bedroom window, front door, living room window. Over here is going to be the kitchen area and the living room. Got a bedroom window over here. So we're going to try to get these sill plates fit this morning. And look at all those bolts and tie downs and HTT4 Simpson brackets. I mean, so many things go into this to satisfy the city. Okay, I'm gonna get busy on this. I'm not gonna film the whole thing because this is not really a how-to video. This is kind of a this is what we're doing video. So if you like what you see, hit that subscribe. Let's get going. Okay, these sill plates are pretty basic. You can see I just laid it up right alongside all those bolts coming up, those anchor bolts and those Simpson strong tie bolts and the oofer cable there. I marked them. I measured in from the edge of the slab, marked the hole. I'm going to drill those. Over here on this side, I'm just getting ready to do it. I'll just take those bolts right there and make a little pencil mark like that. Don't try to take a bunch of measurements, just actually lay it down and draw the actual bolt right where it is. Okay, and here's the pipe, the drain for the laundry. This will be a 3-inch hole. I'm not going to try to fight it. I'm going to grind this concrete out of here a little bit so that my sill plate sits flat. This one, and then right in here is the bathroom window inside the tub shower enclosure. So that's it, and then I'll measure in. Okay, so I have those marks. I'm going to lay that down just like that. I know right there is the center of that bolt. So I'm going to measure the center of that bolt from the slab edge. And 2 3/4, which is what they're all pretty much turning out to. I'll measure 2 3/4 here. So that's the center of my bolt. And you can see they're making me use these big 3x3/4 plates. That's a 3x3/4 plate right there. So I can drill a 1-inch hole here and be safe. So I'm going to go ahead and do that all the way down and plop it on. All right, so I'm just going to drill these right in place using a 1-inch spade bit. Like that. And that's going to give me plenty of room to move these around a little bit. More than you need. Okay, so where this drain pipe comes up, you know, I could notch that out with my chisel and my hammer and just make a big mess out of it, but I got the tools, so why not just put a nice hole in there. I'm going to use a 3-inch hole saw, so I have plenty of leeway around that thing. So I have my marks where it goes pretty much. I have the outside edges. This is going to give me a good 1/4 of an inch all the way around that pipe. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself a little more that way. Okay. Hold on to these things tight, because when they kick back, it can hurt. Almost there. There we have it. I'll get a screwdriver and dig that out of the hole saw. Now, this thing should plop right over my hole. It is. So you can see I have plenty of room around those holes. There is absolutely no sense to try to make those bolts fit tight because you're going to put this washer on there. That's a 1/4 inch plate washer. By the time those are bolted down, and this way, you know, you can fudge your wall around, you know, 1/4 inch either way, make it fit the way you want it. Okay. Charles is going to grind that little hump of concrete off right there. Okay, good morning. Back on the little ADU, little house build here in the lot. So Charles is going to get busy framing on this wall. Let's take a look around where we're at here. So we're doing these walls in sections. We got about we have a 16-foot section and a 10-foot section, a little over 10, about 11. It's 27 feet altogether. This wall here, we just put the sheathing up. We are not nailed off yet. We just put it up there to get everything square, straight, true, and plumb. You know, I know that it's better to sheet these while they're laying down and keep them perfectly straight, but you don't always get everything you want in this world. It just gets too heavy to lift. So I am going to get busy marking out those windows, cutting those out, and helping Charles raise these walls here in a minute. I put nail plates on this morning. See, I got these nail plates on where all the pipes go so we don't penetrate anything into our drains or pipes or wires. So got that going on. Yeah, moving forward. Okay, so to mark these windows, so I just take a drill bit here. Plunge it right through in the corners. Go out and connect the dots from the outside. Then I have, so then I know I just nail 3/4 inch in from that. Okay, so you saw the wall plates here around all the plumbing pipes. Now this is another little step that's really not on the plans, but I like it. So we put our little Mudsill foam seal between the treated and the slab, the treated wood and the slab. So our plywood only comes to here, it hangs down a little bit. So just to prevent any wicking of water at all, I like to put this little piece of flashing right here like that. Then when my plywood goes on it, there's no way water is going to wick back up underneath there. Then by the time you put your siding on, your sheathing, it hangs down a little bit. Then we put our siding on, and it's going to actually hang down a little bit with a piece of flashing along the bottom. No water's getting in there. So yeah, hey Skipper, say hello buddy. How you doing, Skippy? Oh, it's a good doggy. He's our construction dog. So yeah, that little flashing there, it only takes 10 minutes or so to run it down. Costs an extra $150 to buy it, but now I know the water's not coming down. Charles is over here framing this wall. It's looking damn good. This is going to be the side door. That's the kitchen window. We're going to frame that up here in a minute. Okay, Charles has this wall all framed up. I've decided to just go ahead and frame the windows and the doors while it's up and running. We have a bit of work to do where the shear wall brackets go in around all the edges. I got to double those up, three studs in a row to nail those in. So we're just going to stand these two walls up and attach them to the other walls and go from there. Okay, so the back wall here, we got it just about sheathed. It's just roughed in. We still got to come back and nail it off. I just got it tacked up with some screws. All straight, square, true and plumb. There's the back wall. Got to cut the window out. Got this wall up. Charles is putting the last little bit of framing together for the back wall. There's only one little window above the bathroom back there, and we'll have that wall up. Well, most of the rough framing on the exterior here are done. Charles is up there finishing off the top plate, the double top plate, all the way around. I'm going to finish the sheathing. Then we're going to call in for trusses. We don't need any interior walls here for the trusses. The trusses span the whole thing. So we're going to try to get those here in the next couple weeks. Okay, good morning. We are going to be working on the little ADU here today. Charles is off working on a floor. I'm going to cut the windows out and nail these walls that I have tacked up here with a couple screws. Let's just take a look around. You can see I have this side all sheeted, but it's not nailed off yet. We did cut the one hole here. So if we go inside, so I'm going to be cutting out the window in the bedroom there, the main window in the little living area, the side door going out to the side, the little kitchen window. And after I get that all cut out and nailed off, then I'm going to go ahead and sheet this side. And I got a little window going above in the shower tub enclosure over here in this corner. I don't really close this wall up because it gives me good access from the back, but I guess I'm just going to be walking around. Okay, let's get busy. Okay, first step over here, I'm going to take my drill bit with my long 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch, whatever you got, and mark my corners, go outside and connect the dots, cut those holes out. So I come over here on this side and I find my little holes. One there, one right here. Now I made a little mark on there. I'm going to connect the dots. Now I can nail that all off, and I'm going to finish cutting all the rest of the holes and come nail this sucker off. Okay, good morning. Back on the house here. Yesterday I kind of got tied up. I only got one side nailed off. I got all the windows cut out. Windows and doors are cut out, and I nailed off one side. Had to run and go look at a couple floors. Went and ordered the windows. Talked to the truss guy, got the trusses on order. So back on it today. We're gonna nail this wall off, and I'll get going on that right now. So I know how I laid this wall out. From right here, the corner, and then 16 inches on centers for my stud. So basically, I'm just gonna measure, make a mark every 16 inches. Take my level, and I'm gonna transfer that line all the way up. I've already got it up to about there, all the way around. See, I've already got it up to about right here, all the way down. And when I get ready to do the top, I'll set up a little piece of scaffolding here to do that. So I have got this already all marked off. I'm gonna start nailing it off. So this is an old first generation Hitachi nail gun. You know, it doesn't have the adjustment for the nails like the newer ones do, which is actually just another spot for them to break. But it's got this little attachment here you buy that sets your depth of your nail, plus you have to adjust the air pressure on your, to make it, you don't want your nails breaking the surface of the plywood. Inspector Caruso doesn't like that. A nail off the top now, bottom's all done. Well, we got almost all the sheathing nailed off yesterday, and I got these pieces up over on this wall behind me. Still have to nail those off. But over here in this back corner, I still have a couple of windows I need to put in. So I'm going to put in a 1x3 right there, which is going to be inside the tub shower enclosure. And I'm going to put another little window right above the toilet here. A little 18x24, just a little one right above the toilet, and then of course above the sink. We'll have the vanity, we'll have a mirror medicine cabinet. I'm gonna get busy on that. So the first step here, I'm gonna have to build this frame out. So I gotta frame that out with, it's gotta have at least 3 2x6s, according to the code, for those HTT4s to attach to. So I'm gonna fur that out with 2 or 3 more 2x6s, and then I can start framing my window. Alright, I got my wall furred out here for this HTT4 Simpson fastener. Simpson strong tie, hold down, hurricane strap, whatever you want to call it. Now I got to put these 8-penny, 2.5 inch hot dip galvanized nails in every one of these holes for Mr. Inspector Caruso. Gotta do this first because I got another frame going right here where the window is. So I'll do this first. Okay, well, you can see I did all my measurements here for my 7¼ inch. A 6x8 header. It's really 7¼ by 5.5. So I got that cut out, install these now, and I'll have my 36 by 12 window. So I'm making my header here, and I'm just doing 3 2x8s stacked together with a piece of 1/2 inch plywood, 2 pieces of 1/2 inch plywood. So here's my line I need. I could get out my big chop saw and do all this, but I just have a couple of cuts today. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to use my skill saw here and a speed square. I know I got 1 1/8 for my blade out to the edge of that. I just hold my speed square on there like that. You know, you can literally build a whole house almost with a hammer and a skill saw. Worm drive, the old one. I got one of those too, just kind of heavy. Okay, I gotta make one more of those and then I'll get my plywood. Okay, so I have all the parts made for my my header beam. 2 pieces of 1/2 inch plywood and 3 chunks of 2x8. So I'm gonna nail them all together right now. 2x8. Plywood. The grain's going that way. I'll get the grain going this way. So I'm going opposite directions, so it's not all gonna twist in the same direction. Okay, so I'll line that up. So, together. That didn't work so good. I wonder if my air compressor went out on me. Yep, no air. So I had a kink in my air hose. All right, let's get back to where we were here. That's no better. Alright, I'll get a hammer those down. I'll have my good framing hammer here. Do that again. Just for good measure, I'll go ahead and pop some in from the other side. That makes a heck of a beam. All of it. Let's see how it fits. Okay, let's just see. First time is a charm. Not too shabby. Okay, so let's see how my ledger. The last piece of this little frame. Not bad. So if I did my homework correctly, we got a header, we have our trimmers, and we have our cripples down below. Alright, so that was a lot of work to get that little window in there, but I got it. Maybe it's a little overkill, but Mr. Inspector Caruso's gotta like it. So there's my 2 windows for the bathroom. I'm gonna go outside and cut that plywood out, and then we're gonna finish sheeting this, and all the sheathing is done. Okay, last piece of sheathing going right up. nail that off, be done.